This evening, Guyanese murder suspect escapes from Paramaribo hospital, prompting manhunt in Suriname. Burning garbage sparks uncontrollable fire threatening New Guyana school. Community response. Ministry of Agriculture and the Guyana Defense Force Farmers Market draws thousands, boosts local agriculture. In the region, Hurricane OTIS, Category 5 storm has devastated parts of Mexico, and internationally, Australian-Chinese relations. Albanese visit Beijing to ease tension. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for November 6, 2023. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, a fire initially ignited by a Roxanne Burnham Gardens resident who was disposing of garbage yesterday escalated beyond control. The flames extended to the fence surrounding the New Guyana school and a nearby house. Residents took immediate action, forming a water brigade in their attempt to prevent the fire from spreading further into the school. Given the prevailing higher temperatures in Guyana, the Guyana Fire Service has fervently appealed to citizens to refrain from burning garbage due to the increased risk of uncontrollable fires during this period. Police authorities are currently investigating an alleged murder involving a 16-year-old minor, Raymond Cozier, from Isanuru Village, Middle Mazaruni River. The incident took place around 1:30 a.m. this morning at a bar situated in Isano Landing, Middle Mazaruni River. According to a preliminary investigation, both the victim and the suspect were at a bar consuming alcohol. A dispute arose when the victim was dancing with a female patron and the suspect expressed an interest in dancing with her. The disagreement escalated, leading to a heated argument between the two individuals. During the dispute, the suspect reportedly drew a knife and stabbed Cozier in his right upper arm before fleeing the scene. Cozier, who suffered severe blood loss, was immediately transported to the Isano Health Center for medical treatment. Tragically, despite the medical attention he received, he succumbed to his injuries. As the investigations continue, law enforcement agencies are actively searching for the suspect involved in this tragic incident. Meanwhile, police in Suriname are on the hunt for a Guyanese murder suspect, Jason Isaacs, who was hospitalized in Paramaribo after being shot in the legs by the police during his arrest in Suriname on October 13. He escaped from the Paramaribo University Hospital on Saturday night. Isaacs, wanted in Guyana for the 2021 murder of US-based Guyanese 60-year-old Hemraj Pardesi, is also suspected in a recent shooting incident in Suriname between Thursday, October 12th and Friday, October 13th, 2023. Investigations into the shooting revealed that an argument led to a fatal shooting near a bar. During his arrest, the officers were forced to use firearms, causing him to be hit in the legs by bullets. He was transported to the emergency department by ambulance and was subsequently treated in the hospital. While it is still unknown how he escaped from the hospital, efforts are underway to rearrest him as he remains a key suspect in ongoing investigations in Guyana and Suriname. The Guyana Police Force issued a wanted bulletin for Isaacs in August 2021 following the murder of Pardesi, who was killed shortly before midnight on Tuesday, August 3, 2021 at his residence, Reliance Settlement, East Kanji home. 5 persons were subsequently arrested, one of whom confessed to robbing Pardesi. Isaacs was identified as the 6th suspect, but he has been on the run ever since. Stick around where we return. Love prevails. 25 couples tied a knot after decades of waiting, and the Ministry of Agriculture and the Guyana Defense Force Farmers Market draws thousands.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, white spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinate, soak for all you know nothing with peppers, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, dark seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppers, barbecue sauce. Radika went to the supermarket and she proper buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. He shaped like a Guyana map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Our smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Middle Street, Georgetown, telephone 226-1082.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Welcome back. The government of Guyana has made a sixth withdrawal of $20.8 billion from its Natural Resource Fund to the Consolidated Fund as part of the 2023 budget plan, totaling $156 billion so far this year. This move, amid calls for greater transparency, is aimed at financing national development priorities, but has faced criticism for not specifying projects and the potential for revenue misuse, with no penalties outlined in the legislation. Despite calls for more detailed spending plans, international analysts recognize Ghana's rapid oil sector progress and the potential for transformative economic benefits with improved governance and strategic planning. In other news, on Saturday, a bustling farmers market outside base Campaign Ghana in Georgetown attracted thousands of enthusiastic shoppers seeking unbeatable deals on agricultural produce and products. This successful venture, aimed at providing fresh farm goods and vegetables, resulted from a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Agriculture and the Ghana Defence Force. President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, who was present, emphasized the importance of farmers' market, noting their role in fostering a family-friendly atmosphere.
We have to go beyond the concept of the farmers' market. What is very interesting and what I enjoy the most here is to see families, the children, their parents, grandparents, out together, experiencing the market. I think this is a good example as to what makes us Guyanese. Having that market experience, having that family experience going to the market. Many of these children, especially in urban settings, do not have that experience. So coming here, they get that interaction with farmers, interaction with agriculture, and it raises their level of awareness, and it makes them inquisitive. And they themselves are encouraged to agriculture through these initiatives.
Guyana maintains its role as the Caribbean's primary food source, with President Ali underlining that farmers' market provides an ideal platform for agro-processors to present their products.
It also encourages the agro-processor, for example, to come out in a different setting to market their product. And a lot of them said to me that as a result of these settings, their market share, not only here, but regionally, and some going into the US, has increased tremendously. So I believe that it benefits everyone.
Some of the consumers at the farmers' market also gave their thoughts on the initiative.
I believe that it's good, posted right at Camp in Ghana here. I could just walk out, come buy what I gotta buy, carry home for the family. Yeah, man, things at the reasonable prices out here.
I think it's a very good initiative because the farmers market actually bridges a gap between the customers and the producers. You can come at one point, which is here, and get everything at a market price instead of a markup price where a middleman is involved. You get the price directly from the producers and the farmers.
The producers would have had an opportunity to, showcase their different products, because just now I would have bought an ice cream, a homemade ice cream that I didn't even know exists in Guyana, and it tastes so, delicious, and it's a great opportunity, and I feel excited because you're out there, you get to meet up with old friends that you haven't seen in a while.
Marriages are unique and deeply meaningful unions that celebrate love, commitment, and the special bond between two individuals. In an inspiring turn of events, 25 couples in Region 1 can finally celebrate their legal unions after the General Registrar's Office orchestrated a 4-day outreach from September 27th to 30th. The heartwarming initiative resolved a significant issue where couples had spent more than 25 years together without formalizing their unions due to various challenges. These challenges include the absence of essential documentation like birth certificates and identification cards, often hindered by language barriers and geographic distances. Thanks to the collaborative effort of the Registrar Office, community leaders, and local churches, these couples now proudly possess their marriage certificates. The initiative is not only a testament to love, but also signifies newfound stability in these communities, demonstrating how communities can overcome documentation obstacles for the greater good. The General Registrar Office stated that it remains committed to ensuring every individual's right to have their love recognized and their union validated, irrespective of administrative barriers. Over the past 3 months, the office has also undertaken extensive training and awareness initiatives to simplify registering for marriage license and issuing marriage certificates to make this essential function accessible to all Guyanese. Don't go away after the break. Bermuda considering full CARICOM membership and Australian-Chinese relations. Albanese visit Beijing to ease tension.
Sneak in with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Common smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Middle Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home. We also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, white spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you don't know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, dark seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Rally go into the supermarket and she papa buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. She shaped like a Guyana map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lenders, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. Bermuda is considering becoming a full-fledged member of the Caribbean community and is initiating a consultation process. Governor Rena Lalji made a disclosure during the delivery of the government's throne speech on Friday. She told the Bermuda House of Assembly that full membership in CARICOM was a vision of former Premier Dame Jennifer Smith, who desired the island nation to strengthen the historic, familial and cultural ties to the Caribbean. She said that beginning discussions now and gaining full membership in CARICOM is right, as the country is marking 20 years as an associate member. Bermuda became a CARICOM associate member on July 3, 2003. Meanwhile, Hurricane Otis, a Category 5 storm, has devastated parts of Mexico's southwestern coast. Help is only just starting to make its way to remote communities. Al Jazeera's John Holman reports.
It's the moment that the villagers in San Isidro Gallinero have been waiting for. They're one of the many isolated communities around the Mexican coastal town of Acapulco who'd yet to receive aid after Hurricane Otis hit the area last Wednesday. Now the Navy's finally arrived, they told us what they've been going through.
There are sick children vomiting because we're having to drink water from the stream.
This is it. A dirty stream and a cloudy well, the only sources of water after the hurricane sealed them in, trees and debris blocking the roads here. They say a lot of children have become sick in the last week, maybe because of that.
She has murky eyes and marks all over her body.
And there's been no medicine here either, or food supplies. On top of that, many people have lost their homes. Made of adobe, with corrugated iron roofs, the hurricane made short work of them.
Everything has been destroyed. The majority of the families are looking for refuge in the school, the church, the village hall, because there is nowhere to shelter.
Now the Navy's airlifting in supplies, not just here but in other communities across the area, running 15 to 25 flights a day. In their hastily organised depot, they tell us it's often hard to get aid to its destination right now. Looting and lawlessness has gripped Acapulco.
People are in need to stop vehicles and force them to give up the products. That's why we're also providing security and for vehicles traveling with aid.
at least by air it's sure to arrive. The community here are really glad to see this food and water arrive. They say they've been cut off for about a week, but they also say that it's not going to be enough. They're going to need a lot more. The Navy estimates they'll be running these missions for a month longer. Donations are coming in to help. Full recovery will take so much longer for these communities, but at least it's a start. John Holman, Al Jazeera, San Isidro Gallinero.
And finally, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is in China on a visit to improve strained diplomatic relations. He is the first Australian leader to visit the country since 2016, Al Jazeera's Catherine Yu reports.
Anthony Albanese is the first Australian Prime Minister to visit China since 2016. His 4-day trip is aimed at easing years of diplomatic strain between the two countries. Albanese was a guest of honour at China's Import-Export Expo that's opened in Shanghai.
It is in all our interest to have a relationship where there is dialogue and cooperation.
Tensions were sparked in 2018 when the previous Australian government banned Chinese telecom giant Huawei from its 5G network and called for an investigation into the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Beijing responded by imposing a diplomatic freeze and trade curbs on Australian imports.
And the democratic process.
Elected in 2022, Albanese has sought to improve ties with Canberra's biggest trading partner. In recent months, Beijing has removed tariffs on wheat and barley and released Australian journalist Chung Lei after 3 years of detention on spying charges. But significant differences remain.
Australia continues to deepen its relationship with the United States, and Australia continues to have a really high threat perception when it comes to the Chinese government and its activities on the world stage.
China has criticised Australia's plan to purchase nuclear-powered submarines from the US and its joining of the so-called Quad Security Pact that also includes India and Japan. Beijing hopes repairing ties with Australia will prevent it from following Washington's tough toward China approach too closely. It's also expected to push for Canberra's support in signing up to the CPTPP trade pact for countries linked by the Pacific Ocean. Anthony Albanese is scheduled to travel to Beijing and meet Chinese President Xi Jinping on Monday. Katrina Yu, Al Jazeera, Beijing.
This brings us to the end of our regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3D weather forecast. And that's TV2 Headline News for this Monday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for a rebroadcast and at 7 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.